right before I go to work on Friday, I get a call and they tell me that Janae is unresponsive. Hey Divas and Divos, it's me, just Londa. So I picked up some Makeup Geek products. I've thrown the packages down, but I have this. I have a couple of shadows too for $6. One is a repeat. I swatched them throughout the whole thing. But yeah, this is like a chit chat or where I've been type of thing. So grab your popcorn, some tissue. Yeah. Let's roll that beautiful baby footage. Alright, Divas and Divos. So I've got on Painterly Paint Pot all over my eyes by MAC. I have Kat Von D original concealer underneath my brow, and then the brows are ColourPop. So Makeup Geek had a sale. We'll talk about that because I purchased some things and I had to send an email 20 days later. Might have been a little bit more than that, but I had to send an email to cancel my order. And then they was like, ship it. So, so I got 2 eyeliners, one in the color, I forgot already. Oh, the color Royal and the color Espresso. So I will say they are nice, soft, and creamy. Like I really like that. It's got that nice slip to them. Now we already know that I do have what I bought from Target. So I do love these. This is the Choco Latte palette. And then this is the bronzer in Burnished. Looks like that. But then I bought Magic Act, which is like a goldish color. Jester. And these are more like foily shades. So we'll see. Give Me the Dirt, which is a nice chocolatey brown. Had Me at Yellow, which I was thinking that could be like setting the brow for. Actually, I thought it was going to be a bit darker. Legend, which is like a coppery color. And Cheetah Bear. And this is a matte. It's got like a burgundy hit to it. Then I have a blush. Don't let me lie to you. I'll pop the name up. So I'm going to try to make a look with these. And give me a second. Let me unravel all this. So sorry that I forgot to turn on my mic. But this is just Had Me at Yellow, and it's toning down the orangeness of the shadow. So I kind of like that. So I definitely can get away with using it as a matte highlighter underneath my brow. Again, it looks like this. So I like that. There is a little bit of kick up in the pan. You probably can't see it, but it is a little bit of a kick up. But it's all right. I feel like I have this color already. Is this in here? Yep. So it's in here already. Cocoa Bear. Not Cocoa Bear, Cheetah Bear. So I'm not going to use that one out of there. I'm going to use the one that's in the palette. And just kind of put that in my crease. Using this as a backdrop. So basically I'm just going to build a backdrop. So I know I've been MIA. And I know COVID has calmed down, or has it? Nevertheless, I've been MIA. So I'm going to tell you where I've been. I'm going to give you the tea. And I still love her shadows. I think this is just a really beautiful color. So I'm glad that I have a backup. And I'm going to blend this as much as I can with the edges. So we all knew that my daughter has sickle cell. And she went in the hospital maybe the first week of February for pain crisis. And she got admitted, and she stayed there for a few days, and then she, they're doing this thing where even though if you're feeling in pain, if your numbers look all right, they're sending you on your way. So we're kind of used to it. So we pick her up, and Monday, this was like over a weekend, and then like on a Monday, I take her to her hematologist, which was no good. That was just a waste of time. The hematologist was like, well, you're just in too much pain for us to give you any meds. You should go to the hospital. But you want us to call y'all first. So we was like, all right. She literally had just came out the hospital. So Jeanne goes back into the hospital, and she stays in for about 2 days, a day. I want to say maybe a day, maybe like an overnight thing. Trying to think what I want to do. Give me a second. Let me look. So she comes out and she's complaining. I want to say maybe she came out that Wednesday. Her pain is gone. This is Give Me Dirt. Oh, Give Me the Dirt. It looks like this. Ooh, that's dark. She comes out the hospital and she was like, she felt okay, but her chest really hurt. I'm like, well, if you're having chest pains, did you let them know? She's like, yeah. I was like, so what happened? I'm just gonna kind of sweep it up. And she was like, nothing. They was like, my numbers look good. There we go with those numbers again. So that night, I'm giving her, what am I giving her? I'm giving her Tylenol with muscle. It's Tylenol body and muscle, something like that. And it helps. But then she's talking about having pressure on her chest. Well, Shijane has a hint of asthma, and the inhaler is not helping any either. So I'm like, Janae, we probably need to just go ahead and take you back to the hospital, because I can't have you like this at the house like this. Like, you're just in way too much pain, and I can't keep medicating you and something happens and they look at me like, okay, so I think this brush is all that's going to do. I need something a little bit fluffier. Let's go here. No, definitely not that one. So we take Janae back into the hospital again. Same hospital. And she gets admitted again. So, and she's complaining about her chest and things like that. And she gets to the point where she's having fever and something else. So they ended up putting her in like a not ICU, ICA. And they have her there, and I'm like, okay, maybe they'll figure out what's going on with her chest. So I was there where they put her up in that unit, and that night she was all right. That Thursday, my husband had gotten a call, and it was Jeanette who called her, and she just wasn't feeling herself. I'm gonna go back into that Cheetah Bear and just kind of blend out my horse edges as much as possible. And they were doing FaceTime and stuff. And we was like, well, we'll be there, you know, when we can, when we get off and things like that. And we've been in predicaments before. Our daughter she's not young. Well, I mean, she's young, but she's not she is a teenager. She's not like a child or anything. But my job was really my lead, my manager. She was fantastic through this whole thing. Trying to think, what color do I want to use? You know what? I'm gonna go in with Jester. That's a pretty green. I'm into these green golds. That's pretty. So that day she was, ooh. Dang. Is she worth the wait? I'm just saying. Ooh. Like, she's blending. She's nice. Okay, Makeup Geek should have been cheaper than what she was. Her product, yes, it speaks for itself, but you started out like a Morphe thing, and then all of a sudden you're bumping up your prices, and now you're no longer. Anyways. So, so far she was all right. Like, she was still having pains in her chest. She was doing all these COVID tests. And I'm like, she probably got COVID because COVID has been rampant. But then we're like, well, where could she gotten it from? Because we don't go anywhere. We don't go anywhere. God, that's gorgeous. I mean, pigmentation.
That's a spicy meatball.
But where could she got it from? Like, we were stumped. Right before I go to work on Friday, I get a call and they tell me that Janae is unresponsive. Sorry, I was not expecting this to look like this, and then that happened. So sorry. So I get a call and they tell me that Janae is unresponsive. I immediately call my job and tell them, look, because I was just about to log on, to be honest. I was like, I can't go into work. I said, some nurse just called me and said that Janae is unresponsive. I need to get to the hospital. I don't know what's going on. I said, I was just talking to her. We were just talking to her. And now this. That's gorgeous. This is Magic Act. Looks like that. That is. So I call Ray. Ray's leaving the base. Luckily we live literally like around the corner. Like, God's been blessing us where lately, like, the hospitals that are able to take Janae in, they're around the corner. So, I get there before him, which is weird because I know my husband. I'm pretty sure he dropped everything. And because of the floor she was in, only one person can go up there. Well, I don't know what I'm going to walk into, so I let Ray go up first. Because if it's going to be something where I'm swinging on someone or I just fall out and I'm crying, like, I just rather have my husband, her father, to go. So now I'm going to take Espresso and put that underneath my eye. I don't like this. This is a little bit too light for me. I'm not going to say I don't like it. I'm going to say it's not dark enough for what I thought I was going to need it for or what I want to do. So I'm just going to leave that like that. that's nice. So Ray gets to the hospital. This is Juvia's Place. Eyeline, eye define, pin liner. I'm just gonna line my eye real quick. Matter of fact, let me just do this and then I'll come back. Alright, so I have my base on. Let's finish up the eyes. So my husband goes. I elect my husband to go because I just feel like I wouldn't be able to handle seeing Jeanne like that. So he goes and he rubs on her cheek. She's like, "Hi, Daddy." So she is responsive, but she goes back to sleep. They basically kind of tell us that there's nothing more that they can do for her at that hospital. No, I lied. I'm sorry. They're thinking, I think they were thinking that there wasn't nothing much more that they can do and that they're going to have to transfer her to another hospital. And I was like, okay, well, where are y'all trying to send her to? And they was like, Macon. So Ray comes back down, I go up there, and Jeanne is talking to me a little, not much. But all of a sudden, like, she's have another spike in fever. Her heart rate is dropping, and like she goes down quick, mad quick, and we were like, "What is going on? Like, what is going on?" And they was like, "We need to find her a hospital because there's nothing that we can do. We can't find any type of infections. She doesn't have COVID." Like, the symptoms, I kept saying, okay, the symptoms are seeming like related to COVID. But I was like, she doesn't have COVID. Like, we knew she didn't have COVID. But it would have felt better if she had it, because then we would know, like, okay, the fatigue more tight than usual, her difficulties in breathing, chest pains, things like that. Like, she was going down quickly, to the point where they had to sedate her. I'm sorry, I didn't even say what I was using. This is Give Me the Dirt. I'm giving you some dirt. Well, not dirt. I'm giving you the tea. Telling you what happened and why I've been gone so long. Again, when I posted that one video, and I owed y'all another. So, she went down quick. She ended up being helicoptered to a hospital in Atlanta. Emory Hospital, where she was in intensive care for about 2.5-3 weeks. She had multiple organ failure. She had severe acute chest syndrome. She had fever. And she still had pain crises. She was a sick girl. And I didn't tell, the only folk that I told was, of course, to tell my job, because You know, I'm not going to work. Forget that. But I told my parents, and then I told my parents, don't tell anyone in our family, because I don't want them calling. I don't want the pity. Like, she's my daughter. Me and my husband, we've been in situations time and time again. We got this. You know what I'm saying? Well, she ends up being there for, like, we're thinking that it was going to be long, but she ends up being there for a really long time. And my family finds out that she's sick. And glory to God, my family. This is Burnished bronzer from Makeup Geek. And it's the ashy part right there. This right here. My family was really straight through it all. I'm not gonna front. My father's side is the side that's really social media and always posting about stuff and send prayers, and I don't want that. Like, that's not my vibe. That's never been my family vibe. That's something that me and my husband just do not do. Like, God is going to take care of us no matter if y'all pray for us or not. Yes, it helps. But God knows our heart. So when I will say only one family member posted something about our family is going through something, please send prayer. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this. So I kind of got off Facebook and deleted the app again, which doesn't bother me. No, never mind, because ooh, that is pigment. Do you see that it kind of has the M and the G logo in the brush? Because all I did was like that. Oh, that's cute. And it looks like this. I should have. That's it right there. I really feel like this is really stocky underneath the eye. I'm going to fix that. Definitely going to fix that. I'm going to come back, put on my lashes, put on the rest of my face, and then we'll talk about these shadows, this look, and I'll finish up telling you what was going on in my life. Alright, divas and divos, this is the finished look. So I promise I'll have the video up for this base that I have. But this look is scrumptiddlyumptious. Yes. So on the lips, I actually have my lip lined with MAC Chestnut, but then I blended it with my concealer blender just to kind of, I don't know what I was doing. I think it was just looking a little bit too stocky for me, so I just went on ahead and kind of blend out the edges. The lipstick is Juvia's Place in Vogue, and then the gloss is Nars. Oh my god, I cannot see that. Risky Business. The highlighter is MAC Dimension Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Glow With It. To tone the brightness down just a tad bit, I put on my One Size Fit Beauty in medium dark 1, and then I kind of buffed everything around just a tad bit with Chai from Too Faced. So let's get, The lashes are, I don't know. Oh, Ardell's. They are Adele's texture eyes. Perfectly imperfect. Oh, number 578. So let's just get into these. This eye, okay, so her formula is really good. I wish she would have continued on. Had she been cheaper, like had she been the way she was supposed to be, because I'm gonna keep it real with you, I always wanted to purchase Makeup Geek shadows, but I was on the fence with them because I never got to swatch them. I'm all about swatches and things like that. So I was just kind of on the fence. And then when I moved to Cali and I saw that they were in Target, that's when I picked up the Choco Latte. And I'll put a link up so you can see my initial reactions. The eyeshadow quality is, it could have been a game changer had she kept the price low. Had she kept the price low, she would have still been like a G. If she would have kept it, yeah, if she would have kept her price low, just like how Morphe was keeping their price low, then she would have been alright, because that's how she started. But then she wanted to make more money, so she upped up her prices. I mean, everybody wants to make more money, I guess, but I mean, people knew you for being affordable. So that's like Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is starting to get kind of expensive. To me, I wait all the time when they have a sale. Like, you were this brand that started out with an expensive makeup, and now your eyeliner is in the double digits. What? So I don't know, and maybe I'm just out of tune with everything, because I don't. Maybe I'm just out of tune with everything. I really think that could be it. But the eyeshadow is, yeah. I wonder if I can buy her formula and start like my own business. The bronzer is an ashy color tone, and when you saw it, when I swatched it, you could barely see it, but yet you can clearly see that it's on. Yes, I have a cream contour, but you can see it. You definitely can see it, and it is in Burnished. Sorry, my ear itch. The color is Burnished. Like, you can clearly see it. The blusher is I don't want to mess it up. Like, is it caviar? It might not even be that. I think the blusher is really nice, really pigmented for us brown skin girls. I think it's really nice. I hate that.
I couldn't find that.
I hate that she did not stick around. I hate that she didn't stick around. I hate that her prices went up. I really do. I feel like, okay, I'm seeing things. I feel like had her prices stayed where they at when she first started, then look, that's like MAC eyeshadows. You know, in a single eyeshadow is like $19. Oh, I would always buy a pan shadow before I buy a pot, unless it's a shadow that I really, really want, and I would have to think about it. But Yeah. I also did buy this concealer brush as well. I started using it, but it just wasn't going anywhere with the concealer that I have, that I'm using. So I don't like it. I think I can probably use it for like an eyeshadow backdrop, to be honest with you. But oh smack, my eyelashes is just sticking up. That's a bummer. I'm about to take this off.
It's
12:19 in the morning. So finish off the story. My daughter is now in rehab. She gets out of rehab on the 18th. She's able to stand. So hopefully she'll strive to start taking small steps. She has a long road ahead of her. Like I said, she was a really sick girl, and they had her basically, and she was paralyzed, like a coma, I guess. When I mean it went quick, like I almost didn't even know what happened, how quick her system just turned around. You never know. But through it all, I prayed and asked God for healing. And she's healing. It's not a race. It's a journey for her. And she's got me, her father, her brother, her grandparents behind her all step of the way. But she got God first. It's a miracle because she was really, really sick. And they didn't know what was going on. Like she had to be on dialysis. She had to get a blood exchange. It was really scary. I thank God that He had us the way He had, because it really could have went the other way, and it didn't. In the name of Jesus. So prayer really works. This look is a banger. Those eyeshadows are amazing. And yeah, I didn't mean to bring you down, but thanks for watching, rating, subscribing, all that good jazz that make you feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Peace and peace. Bye.